going to just go like this. Oh, live. I'm getting better at this. Hold on. Episode 72.
Trois. Trois, that's French. Trois.
It's probably not
4.
green.
Yes.
The green room. It's definitely not green. The green room. Can I get some more ice? If you're not in the band, you can't get in.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Very nice. I don't know if you
sirree.
listened to last week's, but I did. I flew in the music for it.
Oh, you did?
But it was so great because I didn't even look at how I flew it in, but we actually kind of were messing around. I was like, oh, we'll just sing the song, right?
Yeah.
And when we sang it, the way I flew it in, we were like perfectly in sync.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it was great. It was just,
We're pros. We're pros. It was.
We're pros.
All meant to
And
be.
honestly, after last week, I'm like, you know what? There's no excuse. If we can do what we did last week, we should be able to do. We should be able to make this happen. Because actually, the driving thing was super easy for me because I just had
Except
the
for
app.
the fly.
The fly almost killed me. Yes, and there was some freeziness, but Riverside does do a pretty good job of rendering all that. So yeah,
Good thing they're sponsoring us.
I know. Yeah, what the hell?
Dude,
What?
it's funny when people say you can't hurt a fly. Now I think differently. I think, of course you can't because they're tough as nails and they'll fucking kill you in the car.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
If you're not careful.
they're like, let's see how well you can navigate the 5 while I'm flying up your nostril.
Yeah. Bumping your phone off the stand.
So yeah, a lot has happened in the past
Yeah.
week. You survived a tsunami. I was in Chicago. I just got this notification. I always get notifications when we're doing this from Toyota. This is a side story. My maintenance light came on my car, and it's a relatively new car. So I was like, oh, whatever. I have like the plan. So I bring it in thinking it's like, okay, you're just going to do the oil change. And so they're like, oh no, at 5,000, it's just a tire rotation. And then 10,000, you bring it back for the oil change. And I'm like, damn it. Like, I'm going to have to do this again.
Went all the way down there just for a tire rotation.
Just for a tire thing.
Yeah.
And so, but I'm there and I'm like, he's like, are you going to wait? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'll go get some lunch. And so I walked down the road to like freaking Panda Express or something, come back. He told me it was going to be like an hour. And so I was like, okay. And I come back, it's about an hour. I'm like listening to a podcast, kind of doing some work. Hour and a half, hour 45, 2 hours, nothing. And I'm like, what's going on? So I like wander in, like in my sandals into the service thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking around. There's like no one
Shorts.
around. Yeah, shorts. And there's this guy that's working there. And he's like, can I help you? Yeah. I was just checking in, seeing what the time frame is on the whatever on my car. And he goes and looks at it and he goes, oh yeah, it's been done for a long time.
Awesome. You know what else? When you bring it in to get the tires rotated, unless you have a secret camera from your car looking at them, if it's new, they could just blow on it. I mean, they don't even. Didn't really happen. Maybe you can't tell.
I can't tell anything. I have no clue.
There's no where.
Yeah, I was just like, so I was gonna sit here all day.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
Next morning, you have like a sleeping bag. I just figured I'd check, bro.
Yeah. They're
It's
like,
been
dude,
done.
it was just the tires. It only takes a few minutes. Like,
we normally wait 20 minutes and look around and have a sandwich, and then we just tell you it's done. I'm sorry that we forgot to do that.
yeah, forgot to actually tell you. So that's always fun.
Yeah.
And then, so that's, I have a couple day-to-day things that I think are funny that have just recently happened. Another is I bought a ton of gear for the gig that I did last week. We kind of talked about it. Building pedal boards, honestly, so fun. It's like one of my favorite things ever.
You bought it because you needed to have a lot more of the ambient kind of stuff? Or?
I just, I always just like to make sure I have what I think I need, So I built a new board, which is not something I normally use, like playing through an amp. And so basically I bought this pedal MIDI switcher, which switches the pedals so you don't have to tap dance.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And like days before I was going to rehearse, one of the switches stopped working.
The brand new switches.
Brand new switcher. And I was like, damn it. And so I was like, Sweetwater's not going to be able to get it on time. So I'm going to Amazon this. Yeah. And so I found it on Amazon, and sure enough, it was going to come in time. And then I was like, well, I'll figure out the Sweetwater thing too. So I hit up Sweetwater, and they're so awesome. They were like, dude, we'll send you one tomorrow. And don't even worry about shipping it back.
Go to Amazon.
Yeah. And I actually already did. But so anyways, I ended up with 3 of them at my house. Right. 3 of these switchers. And so now today I was like, oh, maybe I'm going to deal with one of these and send it back to Amazon.
Yeah.
But then I'm like going through it, and on the Amazon thing, I go through like the return policy, and it's like at the end of it, it said, would you like to just keep it and we'll give you $80 as a refund and just keep it? And I'm like, thought about it. I'm like, actually, yeah, I will do that.
Yeah, it depends how much it is originally.
It was a couple $100. So I mean, I still would have got a couple $100 back. But I was kind of like, I would like to have 2 of these. But I was
now you
like,
gotta back up. Yeah.
Now I'm like, well, $80 off. I might as well just keep it. Like,
nice.
Isn't that insane how Amazon
and $80? Yeah.
Amazon could do that. You know, it's like,
yeah, they do.
I'm
like, these pants don't fit. They're like, do you want to just keep them?
That's dude. I've had tons of those.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I've had that with clothes, especially during the pandemic. They were really they didn't care about the like shrinkage or whatever they call that, where you lose inventory.
Oh, right, exactly. Yeah.
And also there's this company called Wayfair. If you've ever shopped for furniture,
yeah, I've heard of it.
Dude, we've gotten tables, we've gotten beds, and we're like, oh, this one has like a chip in it. They're like, oh, you could just keep it. And we'll refund you. Like, it's insane.
Like, these pants are way too small. They're like, just give them to Greg Zama. I'm like, okay, I'll do that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was my weekly regular guy update. So you're in Hawaii.
No, we were. Yeah,
you were. You were.
Got back last night to a flat tire at the house. So speaking of car stuff, and you're not supposed to drive your flat tire to the place. You have to get it towed, which is so much more expensive than just getting the tire repaired generally. Totally. But
when it's not that far to like air
it
out, right?
I'm kind of like, damn, thinking about it, but I have to deal with that still. But yeah, last night, or I'm sorry, the night before last was a tsunami, which one funny thing about being in Hawaii or on a flight to Hawaii is no matter what they're telling you, they have to say mahalo after. So it's always mahalo. You're
gonna die, mahalo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But we always used to tease because my cousin got married there, and they're like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this beautiful event. Please, if we could have your attention, mahalo. Okay, then it's it makes sense there. Then they go through all the thing, and people are starting to get drunk and belligerent, and they're like, "Will you please behave yourselves, mahalo." And then the guy's like wasted. He's throwing up on his shoe, punching another guy in the mouth. He's like, "Stop it, mahalo."
It's like the old days of like, "Good day to you, sir."
Yeah.
And
exactly.
good day. And a good day to you.
I said good day. Yeah. Yeah, so we were joking that, on the news, they're like, please disperse, go and find a higher ground for safety. This is a national alert. Mahalo.
But do it like in a chill fashion. Yeah.
Right. They're trying to keep it chill, but they got a little bit frenzied in all the warnings. We ended up just having the news on and hanging out in the hotel room. And luckily we were on the 10th floor, but they were telling people at first to seek higher ground, but they weren't saying how to do that or where. They're just like, go higher, jump if you have to, Everyone's like, so finally, like people in our hotel would just have to be placed on a higher floor. So I'm thinking you have a lot of open rooms because what if you didn't?
Wow.
What
Oh
are they
my.
gonna? So they had a
Yeah.
couple shelters which were like the elementary schools. Oddly, luckily it was summer, I guess. I don't know, or it
Yeah.
was evening, but yeah, it turned out we're just sitting there watching the waves from our hotel room.
Yeah.
Ocean view, lucky,
There you go. Yeah.
and it was just a whole bunch of prep for nothing, really. I think it ended up only being like a 1 meter waves or something, but
Yeah.
it was weird because when we thought it was going, maybe gonna be crazy, there was one guy standing out there like, "Come get me, nature." He was like challenging, and
Point
I
Break.
thought,
Patrick Swayze.
dude, I thought we might see someone die or get thrashed into a pole or something, and we were not hoping for that. But I mean, it was kind of like if someone's stupid enough to go out there, or
Just
they're that, yeah, we're like, oh god,
he's like Lieutenant Dan, like fucking
yeah,
take
yeah,
me. Come
yeah.
on. This
Dude,
is all you got.
I was waiting for him to hear him yelling, but instead it was everyone in their hotel rooms all around the area. Probably you could hear it from 3 or 4 different hotels, but people were turning it into a party. Like, let's party to the end of the world. This is gonna kill us all. And it was kind of annoying. You just hear people woo woo, and you
Oh
can
my
look around on the
God.
decks, and it's like you see a 6-pack of beer, and it's like
Yeah.
11-year-old kid.
These people from like Wyoming that are like, this is killer.
Yeah. What a way to go. At least we're not in Wyoming.
Yeah, we came to Hawaii and there's a tsunami. That's so cool.
To tsunami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, my mom was actually, or still is, they're vacationing in Cayucas, and they stay right on the beach, like right there.
Where's
and
Cayucas?
Cayucas is by Morro Bay.
Oh, okay.
If you know where that's at. It's like Central California. But
yeah.
I mean, the impact, if there was one, would be the same as Hawaii, if it was going to happen. I think the thing is, though, that's the difference with where we're at is the water is so deep that it would take something absolutely insane.
Catastrophic. Yeah, that's why they told people that were in boats to don't come in, go out where it's 300 feet deep or deeper.
Yeah, because the thing, have you ever watched, because I've made the mistake of watching that Malaysia tsunami documentary. Ooh. It is terrifying. But the thing is you can see it. The water just goes way out. And dude, oh my God, if you want to freak yourself out or even maybe educate yourself on how insane it can be, the water goes way out. And all these people had no clue what was going on. They had no warning.
So they're
just
like, it.
And so they're just looking. They're like, what's going on? And then you could see in the distance this massive white water.
It's fast, dude. 500 miles an hour was how fast they said the wave would come in. Can you imagine
and
that?
It's just a constant rising of a wave. Oh, dude. Yeah, everybody would be toast if it really happened.
Well, it turns out that one area was damaged, which was the Big Island. There was, I don't know if it took down a whole hotel, but something major happened there. And strangely, it was on the opposite side of the island as to what where the epicenter or whatever of the earthquake was. So that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I heard that for islands, it's actually better to be on an island. I've listened and read a lot about this over the past couple of days.
Yeah.
Because something about islands, the impact, it actually can almost go around an island.
Right.
As opposed to mainland, it'll just smash. It'll just smash mainland. So it's yeah, there's and it doesn't matter on the sides of the island for the impact. It's like a totally different vibe. It's weird.
Well, I was going to ask you where you were in the 1989 earthquake.
Well, I was in Bakersfield.
Or you didn't really feel it?
I did feel it. I felt it. Yeah, we were in Central California, and I might have been in second grade or something like that. And I remember we did the get under the desk vibe. and that was the World Series too, right?
Yeah, but it was after school time, right? So get under you were just at home doing that, or
man, I feel like it was it after school time.
I think it was like 5 p.m.
Okay, yeah,
Because
you're right.
I was at home and I was in junior high, I think, and I had a girl in my room, and or maybe it was ninth grade, something like that. But this I thought my dad drove his car into the house. Of course, I thought it was my dad. There was no proof of anything to do with it, but the whole house was shaking and there was racket and fear for our lives, so it had to be Hub. Dad? Yeah.
Your girlfriend's like, "Wow, your bed's rumbling."
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
We're going. That's right.
That's how I roll. Literally
It's
onto
like
you. Yeah.
one of those like quarters that you put in a bed. It's like,
Yeah. 70s fun. Yeah, man. We go old school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
man.
must have been terrifying because you were obviously in the Bay Area.
Yeah, we're real close. I mean,
wow.
not in San Francisco, but you know, tons of broken things from the walls and
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy, man. Yeah. I mean, those things, earthquake, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Tsunami, like, cause my mom was like, if you were here, what would you have done? And honestly, I was like, I would have slightly been concerned. Cause if they're if they give you a warning like that, it's like, and I've seen the Malaysia thing. It's like, dude, it is no joke, but I think I don't know. I have no knowledge that's real besides just my dumb brain thinking about it
besides MIDI switchers.
Yeah. MIDI switchers and Amazon refunds. I just feel like the water out there in the Pacific is so deep that it's a different story than whatever happened in Malaysia. I just feel like that water's probably not as deep as, I mean, it's got to cross so much water to make something massive.
It's crazy, man. I don't know. Well,
that'd be wild.
But when they did start, see, at first they were not really making a huge deal out of it. So it was about 3 p.m. or so, and I got a little warning on the phone, but the streets were still full of people kind of going around, and the shops just started closing.
Oh,
they were just like, I'll take a latte, goodbye. And they would like pull the metal gate down. They're like, but my latte.
Yeah.
So, but
wow.
They were closing into like all the ABC stores, which if you've been to Hawaii, it's like every half a block is an ABC store. Yeah. And then we saw people straight up hoarding water and food.
Oh,
with a half hour of like, hey, something might happen here. They're like, all the roast beef, all the water, all the whiskey.
Yeah.
You know,
all the floaties.
Yeah. All these T-shirts, size extra small. You never know.
All the refrigerator magnets.
I do want all those. We love those. But I mean, there was people that I don't know where they got them. They would just like have a cardboard box full of, just coconut water.
Paper.
And it's like, it just, in this little example that didn't turn out to be anything, at least where we were. I don't want to discount the other spots. But dude, human nature, man, just fuck you and your mom, and I'm going to take everything just on the chance.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't like, and the thing is, I think they need to just pre-plan a ration amount for each person, because it was like toilet paper in the pandemic, right? Where you shouldn't be allowed to buy, 100 of something unless everyone can do that.
Insane.
They're like, I'm going to wipe until I'm dead. You're going to just die unwiped.
Oh, sometimes people are just the worst, man.
It's so bad, dude. It was like, I saw people, and it does appear to be the less educated kind of people who are just like, and I'll take a gun. Do you have those? It's like, damn, dude.
I'm going to shoot this tsunami.
Right in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that tsunami's a liberal.
Exactly. I'm gonna throw my toilet paper at it too. That's what I bought it for, because it'll soak up that stupid tsunami.
Oh my god, dude! I just picture like when Zuckerberg heard about it, he just had one of those like go-go gadget helicopters, and he was like, "Meow," and just took off straight up in the
Yeah,
air.
he's like, I already own Kauai. Did you
Yeah.
read that he owns
Bought
like
more.
1,200 acres in Kauai? And it's like, I'm gonna change the name now. It's just gonna be called, Rich Guy Island.
Coworker
Yeah, Coworker. Yeah,
Yeah,
Nerd Isle.
I like how Zuckerberg now is like he's trying to like embrace that he's like I'm just like a dude, man. Like he's like all
We're
going
like
on
we
Rogan,
know.
like going on Rogan and like yeah, I'm like I've just always been into sports and I like to do MMA and I surf and
Yeah,
like
right.
none of these communities embrace him though. They're like,
No.
dude, you're a dork, man. You're
Yeah,
not.
rich
Don't
dork,
pretend.
stop. Yeah, right. He's like, I like MMA or paying to watch and own MMA.
Yeah,
I have a gym.
A-
Yeah.
AI. Yeah,
Yeah,
MMI. Yeah.
MMAI.
Yeah. Well, so how was the gig?
The gig was awesome.
Nice.
Have you ever? Okay, so we've both, I'm sure, played tons of privates at Hawaii, but I've never just
Never have
done a club
in my
show.
life.
Yeah.
I've never played a show in Hawaii.
Yeah. Oh, you mean it? What?
Never.
That's crazy, dude. You're
It
Jeff
sucks.
Sabru.
Dude, I'm
gonna
like,
shoot you in the wave.
straight up Tainted Love. When I got in Tainted Love and till now,
Yeah.
never played Hawaii, and everyone's like, dude, like almost like right up into to when you
Yeah, we
joined
used
the
to do it
band.
weekly.
We used to do them all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
why aren't we doing this anymore? Like,
Yeah.
and
And like you joined, we went to Dubai, and then that was it.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that was it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jeff hates Hawaii. Yeah,
Well, I've been to Hawaii, playing there maybe 3 other times,
Nice.
which were epic also. But this club was killer. It's the Blue Note, and it's like a jazz club, so it's tables right up to the stage.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Is there one in Napa?
there's one in Napa. There's
played
like
that
8
one.
around the world. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
played
so
the one in
we're-
Napa.
We're on track to play there, but I want to. Of course, I'm gonna try my damnedest to play them all. I'm gonna just like
Hell yeah.
finagle as best I can, but it's a super cool vibe. It's better inside than I expected, and it's kind of, to me, it reminds me of like casino, old Italian places,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
it's vintagey and it has the big booths. But I kind of like during the show, we only needed to play 90 minutes, which was great. You know how we feel about the 90 minutes is kind of the magic. And
It really
we
is.
had our bass player who gave me a heart attack being unprepared before he pulled it together. Did a good job.
Nice.
But we
Good.
had like 12 people from mainland come and visit and go to the show. So it was like just a huge party the whole time. We had
That's
an
so
after
cool.
party and even a brunch the next day and stuff. So
Sweet.
it was just a dream. But while we were doing the show, it's easy to sort of forget where you are. It's just a dark club. And it felt like we were in Vegas for some reason. So I
Yeah.
found myself doing the full Wayne Newton, with just like I was going nuts with, one-liners and BS in between songs. And it was just I think I was in such a great mood, and probably so was everyone there because they're in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So it was just like everything worked, and there's people kind of dancing against the back walls and in the aisles a little bit. And
Nice.
and you start early, so I think they want to. They know people drink early, and they want to get them before they're like passed out, So
Yeah.
you start at 7 p.m.
Yep.
And I mean, it just turned out to be perfect because you have a lot of time to just enjoy after the show, and just talk with some of the staff and stuff. So they were not fully, really, I would say, prepared for IEMs for some reason. I don't know
Oh
if it
wow.
was the
Interesting.
guy that they had, super nice guy, and he was trying, and I don't know what it was, but we had a little bit of a challenge there, but it all worked out, and
Yep.
we were able to use a lot of their backline, which is always nice, and their stuff's great.
Cool.
But dude, it was so much a dream come true that like this is very me, but saying like we're so happy to be here. I want to share with you guys. This is a big deal to us. I'm like getting choked up as I say it, because
yeah,
dude,
man,
look at what we're doing.
it's your band.
It's always
dude.
good to get my band, and it's always good to get reminded in anything in life. All right, but this is wow. But just how lucky we are with everything.
Yeah,
And man, I was just sitting there in that moment, going, "We're here. Got to paid to bring everybody here on a gig vacation. It's an early, I'll say, easy show because it's shorter. Uh, weather's perfect. We're all happy. Everyone's healthy. We made it. The show went great. It was just like couldn't ask for better. So I didn't mind the tsunami because by then we were there 5 days.
You're like, bring the tsunami now.
Yeah, I did. I've had a great run. No.
Yeah.
So it was awesome, man. We didn't want to come back. I tell you that. We were almost hoping there would be, flight cancel, something like that.
Yeah.
Definitely my wife was like, please.
Yeah. You're like, well, Jeff's going to be here in like 3 weeks, so we could just wait.
Yeah. And Laura was going to come right back, which was weird. She couldn't, for some reason, she wasn't able to stay, but she had to come back in literally like 2 to 3 days after leaving ours. Wow. Yeah, it was kind of funny. They already had a trip planned and they couldn't change it to just be there the whole time. But yeah, man.
So cool.
I mean, I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's paradise. It really is.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mahalo. I'm looking forward to going. Mahalo. I'm going in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Did you say Maui?
No, Honolulu.
Oh, Honolulu. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that, man. Totally.
Oh, dude, we're just like every time we go, we discover a different, restaurant or dive or hotel that's got a super vibe. So, yeah, I mean, we stayed at the place where the club is.
Nice.
So I think next time we would still do that on the night of the gig or maybe the day before or something. But outside of that, and the place is great, but we just saw so many like, mid-century vintage other places that we might try next time. It was just
sweet.
Dope, dude.
Man, I love it there. Yeah, it's interesting on the IEMs, which is in-ear monitors for the listener that's not in the biz. That's what we wear so we can hear ourselves when we play. And my gig that I did last week that I was prepping for and that I was driving to, I was driving to the rehearsal last week. It went awesome. It was super cool. Coolest band, dude. Those guys are so cool. And we played.
Start back at the if you don't mind, at the rehearsal, because I know you're walking into like total unknown.
Yeah, dude. And it's so funny because you said, man, there's coming in hot and there's coming in cold. And I used that line and it was a big hit.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so
trademark Bray.
Yeah. No, it's like credits for Bray. Bray Music. Bray Music at Gmail.
Nice.
So I got there early and it was in North Hollywood and got all set up and I was just chilling. And yeah, everyone was just so relaxed and cool. And we came in, or the band came in. The singer's the main guy, John. Yeah. And this is for Five for Fighting. It's the band name is Five for Fighting. I think it's mostly because John's last name is like maybe Ukrainian or something. It's not a very like rock and roll name. So like it was probably like you should probably have a name. So I think he went for Five for Fighting, which is a hockey term. You get 5 for fighting when you fight. You get
5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, he's a sports fan.
I thought his last name was like Fightenteich or something. It like sounded like 5 for fighting. He just left it.
No, it's just totally a hockey thing.
Okay.
So it's him. Sean Hurley's the bass player, and then Mike Bennett was the drummer. And just a bunch of cool guys, just very laid back.
So those guys, and then one more guitar player, and you, right?
No other.
Or
guitar
the singer's
player,
the other guitar player. No,
the singer plays. No, the singer plays acoustic when he needs to, and then he's mostly a piano player. But it's just one of these things where like he's like, yeah, man, turn up your amp. And I'm like, okay, like nobody ever says that. And so I crank up, and he's just so cool. Like, cause when you're playing, if I was playing something cool, he like gives me like that guitar face, like, oh yeah. And I'm like, dude, I'm loving this. And so at rehearsal, we literally played each song one time. And he's like, dude, we're good. He's like, we're good to go. And the bass player, Sean, was like, Jeff, thank you so much because like for them, they're like, oh my God, are we going to have to rehearse all day, And so he was like, thank you. And I did my coming in cold joke and he laughed and everybody was happy. And
then did you guys hang out together after, or no? You just kind of went to hotel rooms?
That day was that. And then I drove my happy ass back to the Bay Area.
Oh shit.
That day.
Oh, wow.
And so that was a good feeling though, just knowing like, okay, that was the most stressful part is meeting everybody. Is everyone going to be cool?
Oh yeah.
Everyone was super cool. And then Friday we went to, I flew to Chicago and the show was the next day. It was actually in Indiana, which is, it was bordering on Chicago, obviously. Sure. And it was only like 30 minutes from Chicago, but at the Pierogi Fest, which is, so I had a bunch of pierogies. They're absolutely delicious. They're so good.
Oh,
Many different varieties. And the big question for me was, are pierogies, they're savory, but can they also be sweet? And the answer is yes, they can be both. For me, though, the sweet ones, because it was more of like it was like a kind of a cream cheese, but it just wasn't like sweet enough. It was kind of like some
British
sort of
flavored.
Not my favorite for the sweet, but the savory were really good.
You gotta try the dirty sock pierogies. Those are awesome.
Yeah, right. The vegan pierogies just stuffed with tofu. But so it was like, it was weird because we were like the only, well, there was some openers, just local bands playing, doing their things.
Yeah.
And then it was just polka music everywhere. It was like, It made me think of like John Candy in Home Alone, where he's like, polka, 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 polka king of the Midwest.
Oh yeah, I love it. I like that
because it was very Midwest. And as we're going there was a big rainstorm that was like coming in and out, and we're like, oh my God, and we're playing outside. So as we're driving, it's just pouring rain, and our driver is like super Midwest guy, and he's like, okay, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna turn right here, and then my accent's getting a little weird. I don't know where it just drove through the South. He's like, yeah, don't you know, I'm turning here, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait at O'Hare High School, and 100 yards to the right is the stage, and you're gonna make a left and come back here. And then so our bass player Sean's like, our tour manager's just saying we can just be dropped at the stage. And the guy snaps at him and he's like, whoa, one thing at a time. And he goes, oh, okay. And so he goes, so anyways, you're going to turn left and you're going to walk down. And he goes, no, our guy Seth is saying, and he goes, listen, Hollywood, one thing at a time. One thing at a time.
I know you think you're all big and bad.
Yeah. He's like, this isn't LA. We look at each other in the eye here, These kids don't even have conversations.
We don't pick the corn out of our teeth. We leave it.
One thing at a time.
Hollywood.
So the whole time we were just like, one thing at a time, man.
Yeah.
One thing. Easy. We got to slow down. Get off the 405.
Yeah.
This is not LA.
At the end of all his long explanation, he's like, and then I'll drop you at the stage.
Yeah, and then we're like looking for the stage, and we're literally passing it. And I was like, see that stage right there? I think that's our stage.
There's Big Ben in Parliament.
Yeah. He's like, one thing at a time. But yeah, dude, on the IEMs though, everyone was getting like really bad interference.
RF.
Yeah. And I could tell they were really busy trying to get John the singer set up, and I was like, dude, don't even worry about me. Give me some wedges and I'm going to freaking rock. And I did. Yeah. And it was so awesome. Like I was so loud and I had wedges. and I was just freaking singing backup and just loud ass guitar outdoors in the Midwest. It was like so cool. Like,
how long did you guys play?
we played like 90 minutes, but John, I could tell he was milking it because like I think he looked at the clock and realized he needed more time. So he was like, he's like, come here, sir, and he like was bringing like cops on stage. He's like, let's give it up for our service, you know. People.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah, and so he was milking it, telling stories, and he even did one by himself, like on piano, and so it was fun, man.
Was that planned?
No. He because there was a tune, and we did learn it, but it's normally with a with a string section.
Yeah.
So he just did it by himself. He's like, I'm gonna sing this song. He did it for a benefit for Ukraine. And yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful song.
So you could tell when he introduced it, like, band, hang back. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, he's basically he's like, you guys can go chill for a minute, because he just started talking, and we're like, okay. And so we just went and hung by the side. And actually, while we're hanging by the side, some drunk guy comes up and he's like, guys, what are you doing after the show? And we're like, oh man, we probably gotta go. He goes, listen, man. He's like, we're having a killer party at my buddy's garage right down the road. My buddy's garage.
For everyone.
Yeah, pierogies. And he's like, one thing at a time. No.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh man, you know, sounds fun, but I think we got to get back. And he was so disappointed in us. He's like, whatever, dude. Like,
I hate Five for fighting.
Yeah,
now.
Five for lame. Yeah. But yeah, the show was really cool. Just
that's so cool.
Cool guys.
Do you think you would play with them again, or what's?
Dude, Tainted Love had a show last night, and during the show, John texted me to do another date.
Yeah.
And I can't do it.
Yeah.
I have something going on.
Booked.
So
yeah.
But I guess that means I probably hopefully will have some more in the future.
That's great. So
cool.
Is Superman the last song?
Superman, yeah. The whole time he's kind of like, yeah, I'm getting to Superman, guys.
Nice, yeah. So I'm one of the idiots, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I know, Superman, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's like one of the last ones. But actually, no, the last one we do is Bohemian Rhapsody. We do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's
which
like
is
he
a
does
hard
like
one to sing too.
It's a condensed down version, right? So it's like he does it all by himself vocally. And then the whole like, I see a little silhouette of... I do all that on guitar. So it's like, so kind of a big job on my part for that. Yeah, so the whole time I'm just kind of thinking about that song until we get to that song. But it is kind of a cool vibe when you do the hardest song totally last, because everyone's so relaxed at that point that you're like,
that's a better way to look at it.
Yeah, because if you're like maybe like third song, the hardest song, you're like, oh shit, people are still judging, you know?
Yeah.
At least
true.
at the end of the night, everyone's like, you guys, whatever you want to do is gonna be good, you know?
That's true. Yeah.
You feel a little more relaxed. But yeah, overall, super fun, good time. Had some pierogies, and sounds like I'll do some more. I'm really sad I can't do this next one, but it's just absolute
momentum and camaraderie thing. Yeah,
it's just impossible though.
Where was that other one?
It sounds like it's in Massachusetts. But I'm literally in Europe. So the day before. So if I was like insane, I could be like, oh dude, I'll fly back and do it. But the chances something could get messed up are very high.
Yeah.
So
you've been doing this long enough. Some things just
I've kind of made a rule, or I try to stick with it, depending where it's at. On fly days, I just don't book anything else, because you just never know, dude.
It's never so stressful. I've had it happen where I'm just like tearing down the road because flight was late, and I'm like, I'll never do this again.
Yeah, because I've sat in airports so many times where you're just like, oh, your flight is now at this time. And it's like, if it's that far out of your control, that's too scary, dude, to be like, yeah, okay, I'll be there at 6 or whatever, you know? So
I think it's like a month from today, I'll be in Chicago with Wonder Bread 5, which I'm really looking forward to. the
Hell yeah.
tallest cover band in all the land. Those guys,
They-
except
they
for the
are
lead
tall,
singer,
huh?
they're all like 6'4". They're like super
Isn't that
tall.
weird? That's how I felt in
Yeah.
this in Fight for Fighting. They're
Did
all
you?
tall guys too. I'm like, okay, so I'm the short guy. I was even
You
wearing
guys
Doc
have
Martens.
nice kneecaps. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more like 5 for 5'8" for me.
Yeah. I thought it was heights.
Yeah, I thought
doing
it was
good.
5 for 6. Is it 5 for 6'2"?
5'5".
Yeah, 5'5". More of a Euro. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
That'll be
I have a
cool.
lot of work. I've played with them a bunch, but not in this role. Like I usually sub for the
Yeah.
lead singer, but this time I'll be subbing for the keyboard player.
Oh,
who
sick.
and they all do vocals, a lot of them. So
Yep.
I think it's gonna be a different bass player as well. So I'm doing the keyboard player and bass player's songs.
Nice.
So it's kind of an interesting mix, but none of the stuff I've done before. And a
Cool.
lot of it, like I mentioned before, are the rap songs, which I've never done. And,
Yeah.
I mean,
You'll
not to
kill it, dude.
compare it, but yeah, I'm sort of like how you are about the Bohemian Rhapsody thing. I'm like, I have, whatever it is, 20 verses to memorize.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ugh.
I know, dude.
So now every time I go running, I'm like over and over the same.
Yeah, and that's
same
what
playlist.
that's what it takes, man. It's like I was thinking about that too, like learning songs where you're really you have to learn them. You have to push yourself so far on it because if you're very worried about it, like to where even if your mind basically shuts down, like if you get super nervous and you freak out, that your body will still play the song.
Right.
And that's, I think, the same with vocals too. Like you've done it so many times that this like physical part of you will still do the thing because you did it so many times, even if you freak out. Like,
nope, that's what you have to do. And also, I'm like,
because I've had the freakouts where I didn't do it enough, and you're like, oh fuck.
yeah, and you have a little like clam. But I mean, also, songs never sound how the recordings are when you do it live. So if you aren't able to hear a recording of them doing it, it's really even more prep and more like I'll do things like find it's easier for a vocal thing, but find a karaoke version and perform over that. And literally,
you were saying that, and
record myself, all this.
That's gold, dude. Like, and in guitar world, it's like I do the same thing, and I also try and just sit and just play the parts with nothing.
With nothing.
Just because I'm like, do I really know this? Like,
because
because it's one thing to play along, especially with someone else's parts that are cueing you. It's like, and when those are not there, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. I'm discovering what my crutches are.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Totally. But it's, you know what? Learning these, like stressing yourself out and doing this stuff, all of us, for me, and I'm sure you too, like you look back and you totally remember that time and you go, oh man, that was fun, dude. Like, where you're like, you'll hear a song and you go, it'll just bring you back to, man, I was shedding that song for like freaking 24 hours a day, and you're like,
you know it.
Yeah. And but like years later or months later, you'll just remember that. You'll be like, oh, I remember that summer or whatever, like when I was doing that.
Not only that, but it's like anything in life where if you have a challenge, that gives you that meaning and that much more like victory. Like I knew that's what I was telling the bass player from this last gig in Hawaii. I'm like, dude, I'm hard on you right now, but what we're going to do is like a big hug after and be like, we made it. And it'll feel so good, which it did. It exactly happened like that. So
that is awesome. Yeah. I mean, you obviously saw what needed to be done and you're like, let's make sure this happens.
Yeah. It wrecked my whole week of songwriting. I'm like, now paying attention to that the whole time. We get done with the gig. I'm like, we made it. He's like, cool. You think I'll play with you guys again? I'm like, hell no. But great show. No, we'll see. But we miss anytime I mean, subs, right? It's the whole discussion of subs, and they can be great,
Yeah.
but there's a home feeling when you have
Dude,
your main lineup. It's just the way it
totally.
is.
Yeah, it's that's why subbing honestly is so hard
Yeah,
because you're like, damn, dude, like
you want it
trying
to
to
feel
fit
seamless. Yeah,
trying to fit into that, and it's almost impossible to
yeah.
really do it because someone that's had years and
Oh,
years,
it's impossible,
maybe even decades, just like
right?
sitting in a spot, you know, it's like pretty crazy.
Oh
But
yeah, but it's an art
yeah,
form, and you've mastered it, which is like because you want to be, even though you won't be exactly what the main, the original person is that you're subbing for. If you come prepped like you did, came in hot or whatever,
cold.
yeah, cool. It's they're gonna appreciate that, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be like that's what you're trying to do, and you'll get called more because people need
Yeah.
subs.
In
So
a way, it's like you're kind of like almost like this professional band-aid that's trying to to,
right,
to get people to the next like, you know, finish line. Like
and
you're
you're a
like you're
reusable band-aid.
yeah, it's like I can get you there. I'm gonna do this, you know, and sometimes people are like, hey man, maybe like you can stick around or like,
Yeah,
but really the job is kind of like I'm kind of a professional band-aid, right? Where
yeah, man,
you're
absolutely.
like I will, you know, hopefully we won't
I
feel too
like
much
that. You are a
pain.
band aid. Also, it's good, man.
Hey,
Very good.
dude,
Look at
there it
that. I
is.
like how you didn't notice you said that.
I I know. Kind of like last when what was the other one where I was like Jim Hat.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, why is everyone always looking at me weird? I guess
Why
I'm
are they
saying this
laughing
more.
and making
Yeah,
lewd gestures when it?
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. So overall, solid week. Yeah, and now my kids are back in school. Actually, Slater is he's at a baseball camp right now. He's missing school for a baseball camp, which shows where our priorities lie.
Hell yeah.
It's but it's kind of cool. It's the Jacob Wilson baseball camp, which Jacob Wilson is a all-star shortstop for the A's, and he's doing a baseball camp. So I was like, I can't miss that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's
So
awesome. Glad you
yeah,
guys
so
chose
he's
that.
out there. I'm watching Adam. Adam, you want to come say hi? You've been so good, dude. He's just sitting here this whole
Come
time.
say hi, homie.
He's just kicking it.
He's like, this is good. Look, yeah, there he
Yeah.
is.
You got any yarnars? What's your yarnar? Oh, his yarnar is him going to karate. Okay.
Okay, how about this? Yarnar karate. Adam's
Yarnar
first,
karate.
s-
Okay. Well, you know, actually there is a discussion to be had here because some people would say like, oh dude, like if you're learning to fight self-defense, you got to do like jiu-jitsu and MMA and stuff, and karate's lame. But watching these guys, because karate's all about form. It's all these forms, right? And it's most of it is no contact. It's like
Sure.
it's like just all this form and like combination 2, combination 5. And you're kind of like, well, what is all this stuff? But then you see the senseis and sifus or whatever actually do the stuff, and you're like, oh my god! Like
Yeah.
the whole
yeah.
idea is like you don't even get touched. It's like, you know, it's not.
Did you have choices of like judo or some other disciplines for the
We
kids,
just-
or
you
pretty
know,
much,
we just
because karate
liked-
is like the most popular.
Yeah, we just like because our my kids' cousins do jujitsu. I just thought karate was, I don't know, I just like the idea of it better. I'm like, I'm not trying to have you go out and break someone's arm or anything. Like karate is it's more just like defense, and they literally say they're like defend yourself and then run away.
Yeah.
Like it's not about attack. It's about
Right.
like self-defense, and it's an
I'm
art
glad to
form,
hear
dude.
that. I didn't know that. I thought it was.
Yeah. No,
I think I thought judo was the one that, or the only one maybe, that was like using the other person's force and all that stuff.
yeah, and so is jujitsu is like that, but there's so much around jujitsu and with MMA now where people are like,
right.
arm bar, I'm gonna freaking break your arm and choke you out. You know, it's like,
Throat slice, but only, just defensive.
yeah, it's definitely not defensive,
Right.
and I like the discipline they all have discipline, obviously, but I just like the all these little the discipline things that go along with
As
it.
you say,
like,
discipline. He's like running rampant all over the house now.
we're working on that. Yeah. We're working on that. But yeah, kids. Slater loves it, and so
I'm
Adam
super
just
for it though.
Started.
Yeah, I think just the culture with it is positive, where you're like discipline, like you said, discipline, but
Yeah.
just getting somewhere on time and doing something that's not school.
Yeah.
You know, where you're sort of your own, in a way, your own boss kind of there. Yeah. So,
Oh, you have another one? What is it? Okay. He's still talking about karate. For some reason he has a dollar in his hand too. I don't know where he got that.
Nice. Nice. Your tip jar is all rating it.
He's totally just going through my stuff. Okay, so Adam's was karate. We did that. Very good job, Adam. I have one, and this was actually like I think part of a Louis C.K. skit one time. But it happens to me because I was walking out of the airport the other day and I was starving. So Yarnar eating on the way out of an airport.
Oh, wow. You don't see that too often.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got some food at the airport, but we just stayed there and ate it when we arrived because our house is totally empty of food, since we were going to be gone. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, why not?
If you got the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you just, I think maybe I heard it because maybe this was the Louis C.K. when the guy wipes his face with the wrapper.
And the Louis C.K. one was not just eating, but getting the oh crap, what is it? Not Wetzel's pretzels, but the what's the other thing you would
Annie's or whatever.
But the cinnamon rolls with this, and he called it like the jizzy sauce. And he's like, could I get some extra jizzy sauce with that? And he's like, you're a loser when you eat that on the way out of the airport.
Oh yeah, yeah. You didn't want to miss your chance.
Yeah, but no, I mean SFO has such good options.
Yeah.
Like going out, and you know what? Actually, I didn't end up eating, but I did just grab like a illy coffee, because I'm like, I gotta hop on the thing or whatever. So
yeah. Do you park at the airport or do you Uber to the airport or?
No,
that was a whole discussion for us.
I always do the long-term parking that you can do from the shuttle air train.
Right.
It drives out. It drives out to, not the car shuttle, the train.
Yeah.
It's part of the airport.
Oh, I see.
Because
I see.
It'll take you straight to the parking.
Mm-hmm.
But certain artists will pay for the parking for me, and so I will always do that with them. Some like with Enrique, sometimes I'll park at the closest fucking one.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
And be like, here's my parking. It's like $500 or whatever.
Yeah,
but
it's like $75 a day.
Yeah, but with this one, it's actually still expensive. So like this weekend, there's a rock and roll team building, and I'm gonna be in Texas for like 5 days, and I know I have to pay for that. So I'm looking for something cheaper.
Right.
So yeah, that's.
I mean,
but
it's just the amount of time it takes. To me, it's really annoying. If you are planning to park and then you give yourself another like 45 minutes just to get into the place and check in and all that, it's. I have to admit that I usually don't do all that, and I just Uber or park really close and pay for it because I just can't
if you can Uber. I've got it pretty figured out on the long term one though. The long term it's 25 minutes from when you park. It's 25 minutes from getting out of your car to the check-in.
Yeah, that's not
and
so
it's
bad.
pretty consistent. And I find that it's always easier to. I just know that route so good because I've even got lost when I park super close. I forget which one I parked in.
Right.
Because even when you know the number or the letter, it's like, shit, which one is that? Because SFO's confusing.
It's a little more confusing. Well, maybe when on my next trip, I'll find out from you where the long term that you're using. I'll try that style.
That's my fave. But yeah,
nice.
I don't know.
How much is that?
I think it's 17 a day.
Oh, that's similar to the Doug. I think Doug would like park in Oakland for $10, and they're like
he got me when we were
on that bus.
Whenever we'd fly out of Oakland, he got me into 98th Street, bro. That's where you do it.
That's
you get the coupon. And it was like, yeah, so I always followed his lead. And
they might break into your car, but great deal.
Yeah. It's actually 10 times more expensive than the other ones, but this is the one, bro. This is the one.
You want to talk to Harold at the gate. Yeah.
And then you got to stop and get some chicken wings. Yeah.
Douche.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice,
so
man.
That's all I got. You got anything?
That's good.
Dude, we're good, man.
No, we're good.
Let's save it. So, episode 72, we did it again. And even my 3-year-old kid, Adam, want to say hi again or come here and say bye? Nope. He's too disciplined. He's on his iPad.
Yarnard, and you want goodbye?
Yeah, he's like, come on, you better give me some of those
getting paid.
Some of those payments that we don't get.
I already got my $1 in advance. Yeah.
Yeah. Right on, dude.
Nice.
Here comes something. There it is. Round of applause.
Well done.
Well done.
The green room, it's definitely not green. The green room, can I get some more ice? If you're not in the band, you can't get in.
Woo. Beautiful. One thing at a time.
Late.